Hello and welcome to this afternoon session with Henning Ohlsen from Epson. He is, as Gustavo said this morning already, a long-standing friend of the family. In German we say ein Freund des Hauses, and he is a guy who is really not just talking the talk but walking the walk when it comes to sustainability. And we are looking forward to hearing from him about how, in his perspective, sustainability is forming the business. So, Henning, here's to you.
Yeah, dear Beate, many thanks for these kind words. Yes, that is describing somehow what I intend to do here for the next 20 minutes or so. And this morning, Gustavo-san said, yes, sustainability is for our IT industry one of the key driving factors, and he's absolutely true, highlighting this. Yeah? And he said something about IT is consuming a lot of energy, and energy consumption, energy efficiency is one of the key driving factors for sustainability. And this conference here is consuming a lot of data. Of course, data is into the data centers, and the data centers are very hungry in terms of energy. And one key point is, of course, they all have to go for renewable electricity. That is one of the main points for sustainability in IT in the future. Let me go through, first of all, the bigger picture, and then drive this bigger picture down into the business and what is in for the channel partners, what is in for customers, if they work with a partner like us, like Epson. The bigger picture says always Paris Agreement that was in 2015 when the global leaders, you look at this old man here, the global leaders, they agreed on something that they want to limit global warming well below 2 degrees. And they make a big confirmation. Unfortunately, one of the global leaders here, that is here the American president, stepped out right after the follower killed this agreement. The new president, America, luckily is fully committed into limiting global warming. Why is that important? Other things are as well extremely important, and you find here on the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations under 13, the climate action. So this is important, and climate action that is linked to the Paris Agreement, the reduction of or the stop of global warming. Why is that important for the business? We at Epson, we see it as a compass even for our business. 13, climate action is important. You see here number 9, industry innovation. And I will speak a little bit about technology and industry innovation. And you see here the 12. This is the goal. Responsible consumption and production. Very important to drive the business. Circularity is behind, circular economy is behind. There's another one that I will catch up a little bit in my keynote and presentation, is decent work and economic growth. Of course, we need to grow. We need to grow profitable, but we need to grow with purpose. We don't need to kill margin all the time in competitive environment. On the European perspective, there are a lot of upcoming directives and regulations that have significant impact on our business. The European Green Deal, probably you heard about it, and that gives some crash barriers into the business, and new legislation are coming into the countries, as well as the green procurement guidelines and procurement for circular economy and IT equipment, IT solutions definitely are falling under this green procurement guidelines and circularity. Newly in here is a discussion on due diligence legislation. In Germany, there's a new law upcoming on Lieferkette, that is the supply chain, and fair working conditions for producers that bring the products into the market. So a lot of framework and legislations have influence on our business, and they go, as the Green Deal, into the direction of sustainability. So what are the main European trends that form our business in the future regarding sustainability? And this is energy saving, this is circularity, this is renewables, alternatives to plastic, waste prevention, of course, artificial intelligence, IoT, and I mentioned earlier, responsible and fair production. That will have a significant impact on the society and the way we will do business in the future. Coming to Epson. Epson is very close to nature. This is a nice lake view in Nagano, where Epson has the center of R&D, and this is in the middle of nowhere, so to say. It's 4 hours away from Tokyo, and a beautiful landscape, the Japanese Alps. And all these engineers, they like to work there because you see at the horizon here the snow and the mountains, so they can climb, do skiing and so far. A beautiful place to develop sustainable technologies. One of the major topic for Epson is carbon footprint reduction, and we want to go even carbon negative by 2050. Negative. There are a lot of commitments in the recent months and years. Europe wants to go carbon neutral by 2050. You probably heard 2 weeks back that the German government decided on getting carbon neutral by 2024. Epson wants to go beyond this, and we want to get more carbon out of the environment than we pollute. Same with underground resources. We want to completely be independent of underground resources like fossil fuel. Another big commitment, I mentioned the Hungry Data Center on energy. Epson is committed globally to adopt 100% renewable electricity by 2050. Globally, all factories and around the whole supply chain. So why Epson? Why is Epson on the focus of sustainability? This is a visual of our technologies. Starting here from the very left is the Paperlab, the dry fiber technology. I will touch that a little bit later. And then we have projection technology, augmented reality glasses, ultra short throw projectors, intelligent projectors for the classrooms, and then all kind of printing technology, starting from consumers over the office into into textile and industry, and then automation technology like robots. That's a little view. On inkjet technology versus laser technology, and you can see in the thermal view that there's a lot of energy linked to a laser in printing, but inkjet technology is heat-free. This is our technology. And this goes aligned with waste reduction, because it's a complete different mechanism and technology inside. Yeah, so that gives a quick feeling on what is needed for that amount of pages, inkjet versus laser technology, and in addition to that, heat-free energy reduction. This is a big advantage for customers who want to reduce their carbon footprint and are very conscious on energy saving. So how much sustainability is in a printer? This is the question always comes. Yeah, you speak about sustainability, but how sustainable are your products? And I want to explain that quickly on in the case of EcoTank. Yes, energy reduction comes with heat-free technology, the inkjet technology, and this is with a durable printhead, long life printhead. The system here, the tank system, mainly this is the cartridge, and you can refill this cartridge with bottles and not exchanging cartridges. This is less waste, 1/10 of normal waste. On the other side, this is a carbon neutral production in the factories, and this is social responsible production. I mentioned the due diligence law and the Lieferkettengesetz in Germany. This is all in the printer of Epson, sustainability in the printer. And if it comes to decisions or buying decisions from customers, they are most of the time they are not aware. They are not aware of what does that mean, social responsible production. Let me quickly touch another technology of Epson. That is the augmented reality possibility here in the example of after service, remote support, so to say. You see here the engineer on the left side giving instructions, giving user manuals, repair plans into the glasses of the man who stands here at the machine to be repaired. There might be a distance of, I would say, 100,000, not 100,000, once around the world is 44,000, a distance of 20,000 kilometers even. Yeah, that's independent of the face-to-face and the physical maintenance of this knowledge. Yeah? He sends into him, into the room, these augmented visuals. With his eyes, he is maneuvering the engineer. So this is technology from Epson, and future impact. A lot of showcases already exist, and that is Epson technology. Another interesting technology, if it comes to circularity, is Paperlab. You might have heard about Paperlab, the machine, the solution that produces new paper out of printed paper in, and new paper to be printed then out. A full value cycle within the company. Good news is that this solution is available for Europe right now. There were some first installations in Japan. Now it's available for Europe. If you see customers who might have interest in closing the loop, the paper loop, the full value cycle of paper in the office, this might be a solution available now in Europe. There was a quick run through technology possibilities that are linked somehow into the mega trends of sustainability, and that might form business opportunities for vendors and for channel partners as well. Earlier I touched a little bit about the responsibility, social responsibility on the production side. I will speak a bit about responsible business alliance. What would you say if a printer would be produced in such kind of environment? And this is the reality. This is the reality in Far East, this is the reality in China, this is the reality in Indonesia, and OEM manufacturers, they use this very cheap work process in low salary countries. There's even a child labor from time to time involved. This topic is big on the radar now at the European Commission, and I mentioned the German Lieferkettengesetz. Not so at Epson. Epson has own factories. We produce all our finished products in Epson own factories. Yeah, we have a code of conduct in there that is close to RBA. That is why I mentioned Responsible Business Alliance. And we went with customers. We went with official in public sector, with churches, with NGOs to look and see and believe into Indonesia, for example, the factory. You see here fully under solar electricity, renewable. And we found there high quality Epson standard workplaces. The high quality, I mean, always compared to the level of labor law requirements in countries over there. So nobody under the age of 18 can work in such kind of factory of Epson globally. And we did an audit with RBA, Responsible Business Alliance, who have very strict auditing, not only the factories, but the suppliers and the suppliers of the suppliers. And this is something we are very proud of, because they certified that we have premium status in our platinum status in our factories. 200 of 200 points. Nobody in the industry has got 200 of 200 audit points if the factories are audited under RBA to check the work conditions of the labor force. That is important. Not so many people know about it. Do the people care? I think so. If you mention that in a very transparent way, do you like your printer be produced by a person with the age of 16 or 14 or whatever under these shabby work conditions? They would say no. But it's an important factor of quality. So if you want to sell a value, and this is about value selling. Selling sustainability is about value selling. There's a lot of external certification and auditing linked to Epson. This is only a quick overview. For example, EcoVadis. This is the main platform for buyers who look into a comparable database on sustainability, environment and social. EcoVadis platinum status. In our industry, there are only 3, and the whole industry, I mean the whole IT industry, there are only 3 partners or suppliers who have platinum status, and one is us. So it's important to deliver external ratings and auditings to demonstrate that this is a good choice as far as sustainability is concerned. IDC recently made a vendor index profile for Epson, huge research, and one of the key findings is how to monetize Epson sustainability into the business. So what is in the business? How can I get money? How can I be profitable while selling Epson? IDC reported monetization is one of Epson's strongest performances in the overall index. 9 of 10 points. 9 of 10 points. So we can make money with Epson. The industry average is 5 points. So how comes? That is the focus on sustainability. Epson's ability to provide customer references rated high, as did the provision of its strong sales and support strategy for its business operations. Epson also rated high for its ability to quantify its KPIs, the ratings and so forth, as did its portfolio that it markets towards its customers. And you can read all of this in our sustainability report. There are some real customer value references in there, and not how many, what is the turnover in that customer. So that is about what has the customer saved in terms of energy costs. The French customer here, 33,000 euros on energy costs by saving 11 tons of carbon. So there's a French customer, German, a UK customer. There's a lot of value reference stories. That is a different approach than competing on price. Yeah, selling the value is something. Price is last in the argumentation. So coming to the end, a summary: customer demand is shifting towards sustainability. Consumers are demanding that their IT suppliers deliver their goods and services in a sustainable way. Businesses are having to adopt their business models to survive in many IT markets, and that's so true. In a society where the consumer is queen and king. Suppliers that can demonstrate their own sustainability are likely to gain higher credibility and form the business, and Epson is one of them. Let me come to the end, and as Epson is a fantastic company, there's a lot of storytelling, value storytelling linked to that company. And I had a chance recently to have a podcast with Circa, the research company. That was published 2 days back. It's very fresh on YouTube and Spotify and LinkedIn. And Luella, who is the director of Circa, she asked a lot of questions about what is the difference towards other vendors in the IT industry and printing industry. And I had a chance to explain a lot about what is in the core of Epson, a Japanese company that is very close to nature. And here the the picture of the lake with Omivatari, the scratched eyes and so forth. So very interesting. I would recommend you to listen to this. A lot of stories, and it's delivering a better understanding of what I mean by sustainability is value selling, and that forms the business for the future. Many thanks.